Hi everyone, welcome back to English Fab, where learning English is practical, useful, and fab. Today, we're focusing on a really common challenge, talking about distance, directions, and places in English. Many learners struggle when trying to give directions, describe how far something is, or explain a location naturally. It can be tricky to choose the right words, especially when you're in a conversation or trying to understand someone giving you directions. In today's lesson, we'll go through essential vocabulary related to this topic, following the content from our English Fab website. You'll learn useful words and phrases that will help you describe distance, give directions, and talk about locations confidently in real-life situations. If you find English difficult, don't worry. You can translate the subtitles into English and your own language like this. Check the description below for extra details. Now let's get started. Let's go over some essential vocabulary. 1. Distance descriptions. Far, something located a long distance away. Near, close in distance or position. Close, very short distance away. Distant, far away or remote. Remote, far from populated areas, hard to reach. Isolated, separated from other places or people. Outskirts, the outer areas of a city or town. Adjacent, right next to or beside something. Miles away, very far, measured in miles. Within reach, close enough to be reached easily. A stone's throw, very close, just a short distance away. Next door, right next to your house or location. Across, on the opposite side of something. Nearby, close to your current location. Far off, very far away, often hard to reach. 2. Measurements and units. Kilometer, a metric unit of distance, equal to 1,000 meters. Meter, the basic unit of length in the metric system. Mile, a unit of distance commonly used in the US and UK. Foot, a unit of measurement equal to 12 inches. Yard, equal to 3 feet. Inch, a small unit of length, often used for short distances. Block, a city block, the distance between streets. Steps, measured by counting your walking steps. Journey, the act of traveling from one place to another. Trip, a short or long travel activity. Route, the path you take to get somewhere. Detour, a longer way around when the usual route is blocked. Shortcut, a quicker way to reach your destination. Stretch, a specific part of a road or area. Distance, the measurement of space between 2 points. 3. Directions and positions. Left, the direction opposite of right. Right, the direction opposite of left. Up, moving towards a higher position. Down, moving towards a lower position. Straight, continue in the same direction. Behind, at the back of something. Ahead, in front of you, further forward. Opposite, directly across from something. Nearby, close to where you are. Beside, right next to something or someone. Corner, where the streets or lines meet. Alongside, next to, or parallel with something. Across, on the other side. In front, directly before or facing you. Over there, a short distance away, pointing to a direction. 4. Places and areas. Downtown, the main business area of a city. Suburb, a residential area outside the city center. Countryside, rural areas with fields and farms. Neighborhood, the area where people live around you. City center, the central part of a city. Border, a line separating two areas, countries, or regions. Edge, the outer limit of an area or object. Middle, the center of something. Outskirts, the outer parts of a town or city. Coast, land next to the sea. Mountain, a very tall, natural elevation of the land. Valley, a low area between hills or mountains. Plaza, a public square or open space. Park, a green area for recreation. Street, a public road in a city or town. 5. Connection and accessibility. Connected, joined or linked to other places. Accessible, easy to reach or enter. Reachable, able to be reached. Walkable, easy to get to by walking. Drivable, possible to reach by driving. Nearby, close and easy to access. Remote, hard to reach, far from everything. Isolated, separate, not connected to other places. Off the grid, not connected to basic services or the main road. Highway, a major public road, often for fast traffic. Crosswalk, a marketplace for pedestrians to cross the road. Roadblock, something that blocks the road. Traffic jam, a line of cars that are not moving or moving slowly. Intersection, where two or more roads meet. Overpass, a bridge that carries one road over another. Now that we've gone over essential vocabulary, let's see how these words are used in real-life sentences. These examples will help you understand how to use them naturally in conversation. 1. Distance descriptions. The hotel is within walking distance from the station. Within walking distance is a common phrase to describe a place you can easily walk to. It's useful when recommending locations to someone. The village is far off and takes hours to reach. Far off is a good way to describe a remote or distant place that is hard to get to. 2. Measurements and units. The park is just a few blocks away. A few blocks away is often used in cities to describe a short walking distance. It's about 5 kilometers from here to the beach. This is natural when giving directions or estimating distance. You can easily swap kilometers for miles or meters, depending on the situation. 3. Directions and positions. Turn right at the corner and you'll see the café. This is a simple and clear way to give directions. Phrases like turn right at the corner are very natural in daily conversations. The supermarket is opposite the bank. Opposite clearly shows that something is located directly across from another place. 4. Places and areas. I live in the suburbs, away from the city noise. In the suburbs is a common way to describe a residential area outside the city center. They had a picnic in the countryside last weekend. In the countryside is perfect when talking about relaxing trips or rural areas. 5. Connection and accessibility. The museum is easily accessible by bus. Easily accessible is great for describing places that are simple to reach, especially when giving directions or travel tips. This area is quite isolated, especially at night. Isolated helps describe places that feel far away from everything, often giving a sense of being alone or separated. Alright, that wraps up today's lesson on distance, directions, and places. I hope this vocabulary helps you express yourself more naturally when talking about locations or giving directions in English. Keep practicing these words and try using them when you describe places around you or explain how to get somewhere. The more you practice, the easier it will become. Okay, thanks for watching today's lesson on English Fab. I hope you found these English tips useful and feel more confident. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try using these phrases in your daily conversations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more Fab English lessons. Until next time, keep practicing and stay Fab.